We're joined today by Nicholas Anderson, Managing Director of Golden Horse Minerals. Nick, thanks for your time.
Thanks, David.
You have a substantial land holding in the Southern Cross region of Western Australia, but today we're here to talk about Hopes Hill. As part of the IPO, you brought all the bits together so Hopes Hill is under one ownership structure. How important was that, and how important is it to your exploration plans?
It's becoming more and more important every day, basically. The holes we're getting back are really starting to validate the model we've got that suggests that this asset continues to get better at depth, and along strike. We've now proven up 1.3 kilometres of this pit with every hole hitting grade and intercept underneath. We're now stepping back and going a little bit deeper, right in the middle of the pit, under the centre, and we hit 43 metres at 4.5 grams, which is just truly exceptional.
As you say, an exceptional result, but it's adding on to what is already exceptional results that you're seeing. What are these results telling you, and where to from here?
The results are telling us that our model is growing. Our expectations on what we've got here are now getting bigger, and so we are going to focus in further onto Hopes Hill and what we do going forward. We've got the rig there at the moment. We're stepping down. We're going deeper. The next step for us will be: does this pit go further to the north and further to the south? It was previously restrained by tenement boundaries, so it hasn't been properly tested. So we'll start building that into our program as well.
And the Fraser Shear Zone on which Hopes Hill sits has a number of multi-million ounce resources, producing mines. Are we potentially onto something here? Are we potentially looking at something that could be rivaling those sort of operations?
Absolutely. We can look just down the road at Fraser's. It's on the same shear. It's more than 1 million ounces. We're starting to build that model now of what we've got. I mean, what's key to us is this is all open cuttable, and we're hitting grades, 4.5 grams over 40 metres. Like, it's truly exceptional zones of mineralisation, and they're going to build a fantastic base feed for our model.
And you talk about the model, what's the plan? Is everything zeroing in now on Hopes Hill given these results?
Yeah, we've definitely reassessed our focus over the past few weeks as we've seen more information come in. The next step for us is really to engage with the resource geos and really validate our next phase of drilling to make sure we're hitting all the right spots we need to in this asset as we build towards that maiden resource.
So where to from here? Maiden resource, clearly the focus, drilling underway. Is there other work that now needs to be done as you clearly have an eye on production?
There's plenty of work to do as we move towards there. We do need to understand the length of this strike, so we do need to test that. And more importantly, we do need to start stepping back and getting deeper. So if these grades continue to improve at depth, we're onto something truly exceptional here.
Now, we've talked about the drill results from in and around the pit, but you also talked about up and down strike. What does that mean, and how big is that opportunity? Yeah,
when we talk about Hopes Hill now, we're talking about the Hopes Hill district. We're talking a 6 kilometre length of strike that we need to explore. We've got good results under the pit. The pit was previously bounded at the north and south by different tenure holdings. We need to test going north. We've got some historical data that's quite interesting, but we need to test that at depth, similar to what we're doing under the pit. We picked up a little asset, Irene Betty, just to the south of the pit earlier this year. We completed that in the last couple of weeks. Now we'll build that into our program, because what we're starting to see in our modelling is that this pit continues, for a significant way down south and a significant way north, and that's what we'll build into our planning.
Hopes Hill has clearly got you excited, got the market excited, and we watch with interest. Nick, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks, David. Pleasure.